Welcome back to rTech. In today's video, I unbox and review the Maono AU-A04 Condenser Mic. I ordered this on Amazon and it just arrived like this without any kind of outer covering. Amazon claimed it was environment friendly, so they avoided any kind of extra packaging. They put a small note on this. I'm just trying to get rid of that brown paper which is not actually leaving the box. Okay, I tried my best and I tried to scratch it off, but it wouldn't just come off. So this is the AU-A04 studio microphone set. It's made by Maono.com. You can check out their website. They have some amazing audio stuff if you guys are interested in that. I'll leave the link in the description below. This is their studio microphone set. It has a cardioid polar pattern. Basically a mic that actually accepts sound from a certain angle and rejects sound from another angle. So that really helps you eliminate background noises. So that's what makes this special. So it's a nice little box, very well packed. And they've given some details of their address. It's made in China, of course. Very high quality. Costs about three and a half grand on offer on Amazon. So it's a fully loaded set, has everything in it. Right from the mic to, a pop filter, a shock mount, a nice desk mount stand. And we'll have a look at some of the specs. So yeah, so let's have a look at some of the specs. As I mentioned, this is a cardioid microphone, so really useful for people who want to record some high quality stuff, eliminating background noises. So it can be helpful in those areas. It's got a nice desktop mount, so it's a very sturdy mount, they claim. Adjustable, of course, in different angles. And I like that pop filter, which you usually see in studio recordings. So this has got one of them. I'll also read out some of the specs. So it's got a big condenser mic. It's a 16mm condenser, supposed to be big and accept good amount of sound. Accepts frequencies from 30 Hz to about 16 kHz. And it's got a sampling rate which is really good at 192 kHz and it's 24-bit. So it's pretty high. When I actually checked the specs in Windows, it's one of the highest you can get for a microphone. It's got a good signal to noise ratio of 70 decibels, runs on about 5 volts, and the whole thing weighs about 200 grams. So this thing comes in black, and of course this is something we'll look once we open the box. So let's go ahead and open this box quickly. We're speeding up this part. So straight away you can see the pop filter. It's black in color, and I can also see the wind protection cover, and all this comes on a flex mount. Then of course there's the USB cable. So this is a USB type A cable, I guess. Usually I see this in some of the older printers, but it's got one of those fixtures. Very rare to see this cable here. Anyway, it's got one of those, and it's also got a ferrite core, so that actually eliminates any kind of electromagnetic interference. Here's a manual. It's a typical manual that you get in any of these gadgets these days, just a small piece of paper. Again, it's got the specs inside mentioned, a little bit of hardware specifications, and what you get in the box. Everything is mentioned in this manual. So what do we get next? Okay, this is the desktop clamp, and once I picked it out, I realized it's quite heavy, and it's got such good build quality. Look at that metal. Look at the metal on this thing. It's really nice, and I like the leverage you can use on this device. It's really cool. The mechanism is really nice and feels of really good quality. So that's nice to see. Next we have the shock mount, of course. And again, very sturdy, built well. It's nice and strong. It's got these nice big clips at both the ends. Really good quality. Built very well. Okay, next let's have a look at the biggest piece of the whole unit, and that's the mounting stand. Again, finished beautifully in black matte finish, and it's got these nice springs on it everywhere to keep it sturdy, stable, and this can be flexed in so many directions so that it can get you the right angle you want for your audio recording. And last but not least, the hardware that brings the whole thing back to life, and that is the AU-A04 microphone set. So it says Maono with a logo of M on it. That's the part which you need to face when you're actually recording any audio, because that's where it actually accepts the sound, and the rear end of that actually eliminates any kind of sound. So again, beautifully finished in some amazing satin black paint. Of course, looks of really good quality. It's made in, it's built in metal, and you should really feel this to know how good this feels. So let's put all these together. I'm just going to do a quick mount on this table. The first thing you get to put on is the table clamp. Oops, the mic just rolled off. So once you fix the table clamp, it's pretty easy to do that. Just you figure it out, and then all you need to do is just clamp this vertical stand into it and just tighten the mounting screw on it, and then you can just start moving the arm whichever direction you want. And straight away you can see it's already got a right angle on that. So once you mount the vertical stand, let's put the shock mount on. And for this, it's actually a circular screw mount. So that goes at the end over here. You just twist it in place and it'll start getting into tension as long as you just keep fixing it right. It should stop at one particular angle. Yep, once that is done, you're pretty much okay there, and you can again move this in multiple angles because there's so many clamps given. So let's put the wind cover on this microphone. You don't need to use a wind cover, but I just want to see how it looks and how easy it is to put it off and put it on. It should be quite easy. Yep. So there you go. It's just easy to put this on. So we can just go ahead and mount this whole thing on the shock mounting clip. So once you add this on, okay, I'm just trying to see what's the best angle for this to fix. So once you figure that out, you just put this in place, and all we have after that is just to adjust the angle where you want to actually start recording from, and then you can start tightening all the clamps so that it actually stays firm in that place or position. And lastly, let's go ahead and add the pop filter on it to complete the whole unit. It's pretty simple to do this as well. Just put it on one of the arms and use a tightening screw, and we should be okay. So the shock mount is really something that will try and eliminate some of the noises that gets transmitted from the microphone, and the pop filter really helps block any kind of wind noise or any kind of saliva that is hitting the mic directly. So that gives you more clarity, and it's a good addition because it really looks like a very professional mic, adding that pop filter on. The whole unit looks neat. I like the black finish, and you have multiple points of adjustment. You can keep these in different directions. Just one mounting edge, that's the desktop clamp, and then once you do that, you can probably move this in any direction you want. It's beautiful. So powering this microphone is very simple. It's got a USB cable and it's a single socket at the rear of the mic. You also notice that the rear also has a groove, which means it can accept other types of cables. I need to explore that. I'll probably leave links in the description as and when I find them. But if you have any questions, you can leave that and I can try and research and get you information on that. And let's mount the whole thing on a computer table and see how it looks. So I'm on my computer right now, and this is actually mounted at one end of my computer table, and it's one firm looking mic. Just remember, this is a driverless mic, so they just say it's a plug and play. So all you need to do is just connect the USB cable, and it should actually be that easy for you to actually start working on it right away. So Windows is actually going to detect that you have this microphone installed, and I'll just show you how it's going to show you in a second. Yep, so it should just say that you have a Maono mic plugged into your USB device, and the computer will install the drivers automatically. That works on Windows 10. I'm not sure about other OSs, but it should work fine on a Mac too, because they've mentioned that it's compatible with Mac. So yeah, there's nothing to do other than that. Just add the device and start using it right away. So that's the Maono website which you're seeing on the right. I'm just showing you how easy this is to set up. If you have the computer seat at a good angle, you can just start recording right away. And you can use any software you want, right from Audacity, if it's an open source software which gives you multiple options, or you can use a standard Windows recorder. So I'm doing a quick recording with the Maono AU-A04 as well as a lavalier microphone which I have plugged in on my t-shirt. So the idea here is to just see how good these mics are in terms of their quality. Remember, the condenser mic is almost 3 times the price. It's about 3,500 Indian rupees, whereas the lavalier mic is about 1k Indian rupees. So there's a lot of difference, and also the condenser mic has a cardioid input, which means it's not going to take audio from a lot of other angles. It's got a limited angle of accepting sound, whereas the lavalier mic has something that kind of accepts sound from omnidirection. So I'm doing this recording on both the mics, so you can actually have a feel. I'm going to mute one of the lines as I'm speaking, so you'll know which mic is actually playing what, and you'll know the quality over there. And I'm also going to read a small line from here. So for example, this is an easy plug and play mic. The microphone has USB 2.0 data port, easy to connect with your computer, Windows, Mac, Linux operating system, and there's no need of extra driver. Plug and play, double shielding USB cable reduces interference. So that's something which is really nice. Okay, I'm going to do another test where we have a lot of ambient noise at the background, and I want to see how well this microphone actually cuts off sound. Let's see which one works better. The lavalier mic is just omnidirectional, so it's going to pick up sounds from all sides. But let's see how well the condenser mic does, which is actually a cardioid mic. So it should actually knock off most of the sounds which is coming from the background. So I'm going to play some sounds at the back. Let me see how well this works. don't know how loud this music is, but it's still recording. There's music playing in the back. I want to see how clear it's going to record the audio from my voice. Okay, so both the mics are actually working right now, and we're going to keep switching off from one audio source to the other so you know which one is working. Okay, so that's one sound. Let me change this track. Let's play something subtle. Okay. I'm still talking, and I just want to see whether the condenser mic does a better job. I'm sure the omnidirectional mic is actually picking up everything from my left ear, so let's have a look. Okay, so there's a lot of noise in the background. I still hope you can hear something from these mics. Just remember, you don't need a driver for the condenser mic. That's one of the best things I liked about it. Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording now. So you heard the patterns, so you can judge which one sounds better. So that was the Maono AU-A04 Condenser Mic, and it's an amazing piece of hardware for your audio recordings. Really good stuff. I mean, I've never assembled any kind of microphone like this, which has a shock mount, a pop filter. They've given a anti-wind dust cover in which you can use outside. And also, this particular piece of hardware is actually compatible with some of your cameras as well. So you do get the cables which you can buy separately and connect them directly to your digital cameras if you have them. And this can go a long way to get you some decent quality recording for your videos. So it's a must recommended buy if you're a audiophile or a video maker. And this costs about $3,500 on Amazon. I did get this at the lightning deal for about $3K, and the finish is really good. It's built of solid nickel-plated metal, the microphone itself, and the stand is pretty sturdy. As far as you don't put something heavy on it, it should last a while. And that's my short review on the Maono AU-A04 Condenser Mic. So please do hit the like button, subscribe, leave your comments below if you have any doubts, questions, and I'll be free to reply to you and clear any of your queries which you have. I'll leave the links in the description below as well. Thank you so much for watching rTech. Please do hit the bell icon if you want to see the next video as soon as it comes out, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.